This is an instructional video to teach you how to make tzitzits, as found in Numbers chapter 15, verses 37 through 41, which I will read right now. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and you shall say to them to make tzitzit on the corners of their garments throughout their generations, and to put a blue cord in the tzitzit of the corners. And it shall be to you for a tzitzit, and you shall see it, and shall remember all the commands of Yahweh, and shall do them, and not search after your own heart and your own eyes, after which you went whoring, so that you remember and shall do all my commands, and be set apart unto your Elohim. I am Yahweh, your Elohim, who brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim, to be your Elohim. I am Yahweh, your Elohim. This is a tying jig, which we will use with these threads, the 100% cotton threads. This tying jig is a 2x4 that's cut into a 1 foot length, and then holes have been drilled in it, and these pegs, wooden pegs, have been placed here. And I'm going to get the thread right now. We'll use, to make one tzitzit, you need 3 white and 1 blue. And again, this is 100% cotton thread, and the white thread is 36 inches long, and the blue thread is 46 inches long. Your blue thread should always be at least 10 inches longer than your white thread. And the blue cord, the blue thread is mentioned in the scriptures that I just read. Okay, now we're going to place this thread around the pegs on the tying jig. I'm going to come down and measure them even, and then you're going to take and you're going to tie 2 knots. And then you measure again, and you move it till they're even, back to where they're even with each other. Your blue thread, the longer blue thread, always remaining on the right. And then we'll make the second knot, and you want these knots to be pretty snug. And then the next step is to make a slip knot, and I'll repeat this step 2 times. You're going to we're making the slip knot on the left, the threads that are on the left hand side, and you come around and make a loop. You put your index and your thumb in the middle. Make a loop, index and thumb in the middle, and you're going to use the end of this string and pull it through. And that is a slip knot. I'll show you again. Make a loop like this. Put your thumb and index finger in there, grab that thread that I'm holding, and pull it through. And this keeps your thread separated, and it makes it much easier to make the tzitzit. Next, I'm going to separate the blue from the white, and we're going to twist to the right, and you twist, but don't twist real tight. And you're going to wrap it around your middle finger, and your thumb will hold it. And you'll use your index finger to hold the wrapping thread. Right here, the blue thread. And I doubled this over, and you use that to loop it through. And we'll do this 10 times. And the pattern is, on the wraps, is 10-5-6-5. And that stands for our Heavenly Father's name, Yahweh, Yod-He, Vav-He. This is wrap number 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get this closer to me. 7. 8, 9, 10. And then you untwist the thread, put the blue black with the white on the right. You're going to make 2 knots. one. The first one you don't tighten as much as you will the last. And this one you really snug it up, and always pulling the thread towards you when you're tightening, or it will scrunch up the tzitzit and it will not look good. Okay, now then we've done the two knots. We're going to separate the white from the blue again. Put the blue to the right. We're going to wrap these over and twist them. And then use our thumb and middle finger holding it, and then index finger for the wraps. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Next, untwist the threads, put the white back with the blue on the right, our 2 knots, tighten, pulling towards you, and really tighten the second knot. Okay, so far we have 10, 5. In our next set of wraps, I'm going to separate the blue from the white, twist to the right, hold with the thumb and the middle finger, index finger holding the wrap thread, double it. This is going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Untwist the thread, put the blue back with the white on the right, 2 knots, pulling towards you as you tighten. Okay, now we have 10, 5, 6. In our last set of wraps, separate the blue from the white, twist the threads to the right, holding with your thumb and middle finger. Index finger will be the wrapping thread. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that's the last set of wraps. We're going to untwist the threads, put the blue back with the white thread on the right, our last 2 knots, tightening it up, last knot. Okay, and the next step is to release the slip knot, and you want to pull the 2 blue threads out to the right. So, and then using the end of the tying jig, this will be a medium length tzitzit. I'm going to cut the white threads here, and then I usually cut the blue threads about 1.5 inches longer. I just use my 2 fingers and measure right there. And then you have 1 tzitzit. And this is a set of them. It takes 4 when you put them attach them to your garments. And then I'm going to show you how to use the safety pin. You don't want to just put it on like this, because if the pin comes open, it could slide off easily. You want to take it and take it down like this, and you want to put it on the back of the safety pin, like so, and tighten it up so that if the safety pin opens, then you won't lose your tzitzit. And there's a set of 4 right there, and I hope this is helpful.